Sorry, I farted.
Hey, cheers, everyone. How you guys doing tonight? Today, where are we from in this beautiful world? Right on. We got another Beer and Cheese Tuesday. Started a little late, but that's okay. Life gets in the way sometimes. Yeah, man. Let's see if some things work out today. We got a great panel again here with me. We got Bumpy Road Brews, Inspection Time, East Coast LQ Reviews. Cheers. Cheers, guys. Miscellaneous Brew Reviews. Right on, man. And you got Beer Man saying fuck, fuck, fuck in my thing. A bunch of slang words in there. All right. Yeah, cool. Let's see who's in the chat real quick. Art by Sparkle and Jamie C. Cheers to you guys. Thanks for hanging out here with us today. All right. So let's if you guys are ready, let's start the show. Let's get it going. We got Bumpy cutting his cheese.
I'm cutting my cheese.
Hi, how's it going?
Hello.
Into little bread slices.
Cheers, Jamie. And Art by Sparkle. Art by Sparkle. Yes, Sparkle. Cheers to you.
Yeah, don't.
All right.
Bumpy.
Here we go.
My cheese looks like this. I don't remember if I've had this one before. I'm starting to get to that point where I'm not sure if I've had things or not. So, yeah, it looks very familiar. It looks like a piece of toast. What this is from Red Apple. I've definitely had Red Apple products, and I know I've had the smoked Gouda. This is a smoked Gruyere. So, what I figured that I should pair with this smoked Gruyere is something else that was aged in wood or used wood with it. This is from Schilling Beer Company. It's a Fruiter lagered Doppelbock. Comes in at 8%. It's called Indicator.
Nice. So
a German style dark lager. And yeah, canned on date. Nope, but there's a bunch of numbers. So yeah, it doesn't really matter with this when it was canned. It's pretty fresh. It's only been on the shelf from what I could see for the past couple of weeks. So we'll give it a pour and see how dark it is.
beautiful.
All right. There you go.
That looks good.
Cheers.
Cheers, Bumpy. Right on, man.
Cheers, man.
Great. All right. Hope that works. Tanner.
All right.
Cheers, Bumpy.
I haven't even cut up my cheese yet, but what I got is Land O'Lakes extra sharp white cheddar cheese. So I'll have that cut up here shortly. I'm in the middle of eating a burrito that's falling apart on me.
Bring back the Native American lady. The label looks so plain.
Yeah,
Bullshit.
pretty simple looking. And then I got this Pipeworks Brewing Co. I don't know. I thought it was a cool can art. It's called Lizard King. It's their Mosaic Hop Pale Ale. Where's the ABV on this thing? 6%. Can art by Jason Burke at Ink and Lead Designs. Canned on date, I think it says 12/17/2022. I know it's a 12 at the beginning. Can't tell if that's 7 or 17. You guys aren't going to be able to see it either. It's up there. Very, like, squished. $3.35 a single can. Track it over. They're out of Chicago, Illinois.
pour.
I'd say it's like golden in appearance. But lots of effervescence. Holy crap! There's a slight haze to it, but there's definitely some clarity as well. About a finger and a half. White sudsy head. Tight nip bubbles. Yeah, looks solid. Not what I was expecting. I thought it was going to be a little bit more murky, but
It's a nice looking pale ale.
yeah,
It's a
it looks
pale
good.
ale. Okay.
It actually kind of. I don't know if it's the light. It kind of looks like when you hold it up to the screen, it looks like a little kind of looks like lime. I don't know. Cheers.
Nice. Cheers, man. Cheers, Tanner. Thank you. All right. Miscellaneous.
Cheers, guys. So, I've had cheese from this company before. This is from Beecher's. This is their handmade flagship handmade cheese. It just says extra aged. There is no specification on the label of what kind of cheese this is, and it was a bit on the spendy side. I'm gonna assume from when I cut it, I haven't tried it, but it's pretty dry and crumbly and looks like a cheddar. Yeah. Cheese.
Cheese.
That looks good. Nice.
Yeah, I don't know. So what else? Holstein and Jersey cow milk cheese, semi-hard, versatile, robust, and nutty. For at least 4 years of aging. Holy shit. Some old ass cheese, boy.
Mystery cheese. Mystery cheese.
Yeah, but I got 0.035 of a pound for $8.75. It's a bit on the spendy side. Anyways, I'm actually getting to enjoy a beer for the first time. This is new. This beer is new to me. I've had some of their products before. I think, Bumpy got one of these in a beer mail. This is the Fluffiest Otter. It's from Pontoon Brewing Company out of, Sandy Springs, Georgia. Yeah, comes in at 9% ABV. There's no date, but we do got that nice little yellow-orange dot right there. Whatever the fuck that means. Yeah, so it's an imperial sweet stout with cacao, marshmallow, graham cracker, and lactose. 9%. I heard this was, John said it was good.
That was interesting.
I can't remember what Bumpy said. It's been so long. It's like 3-4 years ago.
Yeah, I liked it.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah.
For a milk stout, to be honest with you. Oh, yeah. There's a can.
Oh, it's a milk stout. I didn't hear that.
It's a Imperial Sweet Stout is what they're calling it, but it's a milk stout. It's an Imperial milk stout. That fucking looks great.
That looks really good.
Nice, tight, I'd say probably 2.5 finger head. It is very dark cocoa colored head, frothy, foamy. Like you could just lay your head down in there and have get that REM sleep. Anyways, yeah, dark opaque. Looks good. Cheers, guys.
Cool. Cheers, man. All right. Sweet, man. Yeah, looks good. All right. Cool. So I'm just, I don't have a spread or anything. It's just in the bag. This is Ellsworth Cooperative Creamery out of Wisconsin. Go figure. Ellsworth, Wisconsin. Cheddar cheese curds, dill pickle ones. So I'm kind of taking a little, hiatus from Pickled Steve and coming over here to this channel and having some pickled cheese curds. So let's see how these work. But yeah, you can see
Great.
like squeaky cheese. But we'll open that up. Whoop, wrong beer. That's my other beer. My drinker. So I got an old one here, I think. And yeah, it's kind of old. It's like fucking 4 months old. It's from Anchorage Brewing Company, and it's the Shield Maiden. I don't believe I've had this one. I may have, but it's a triple IPA. should be all right actually. 4 months, I'm hoping. 10%. And the date was 10/10/6/22. So 10%. It's about $6, I think, $6-7 for the can. It doesn't look oxidated, really, at least at the moment. Kind of does, maybe, actually. Yeah.
That doesn't look bad.
Doesn't look terrible. Yeah, definitely a New England style or a hazy, if you want to say that. Off white, almost a yellowish head, kind of foamy and silky side on the side of the foam. Poured about half of 3/4 of my middle finger. Rocky on the top. It was a little aggressive on the pour, leaving some good sticking lacing and a little leggage dripping down. Smells good still, actually. So I think we're all right. Cool. All right, let's get back to Bumpy. Start this off.
Nice.
Cheers.
Well, let's start with the cheese. Start with a little one. So it looks like a little slice of toast. Smells. It definitely has a smoky smell to it. I couldn't tell you what kind of smoke. Naturally cold smoked with apples and hardwood. I don't know what kind of hardwood, but yeah, it has a nice smokiness to it. It almost smells like the remember Tanner when I brought the little smoke things over and we were doing the smoke drinks. Kind of has that kind of smell. So it's like definitely like a flavored wood. I think I brought like apple and cherry and all that stuff. So other than that, I mean the cheese just smells like it might be kind of like buttery or maybe nutty. It's very light for the cheese. Very easy chewing cheese. It's a flexible cheese too. As you can see, it has good flexibility without even breaking until it almost did. There is a little bit of that kind of you get that kind of smoky bite. I guess I don't know what to really call it, but there's a smoky bite to this one, kind of on the finish. It almost kind of has that tinny type thing. The cheese itself is buttery, a bit nutty. It almost has this like raw milk quality to it too. It's like it's a little bit of a twang to the milkiness, and the smoke's not overpowering. It's blending in pretty well, except for that kind of tail end. It kind of has a bit of a like you were just having smoke go into your mouth. Let's get to the beer. It's good cheese though.
Nice.
Beer smells rich. A little bit fruity. There's kind of like almost like a chocolate roasted coffee. A little bit bready as well, like a toast. And that's about it. There is a sweetness to it. All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, Bumpy.
Cheers.
It's like a medium body. Carbonation's kind of on the lower side. It's there. You get a little bit of carbonation, but really smooth mouthfeel in this. It's soft, very soft. Feels like my tongue now has a soft velvety blanket on it. It leaves a creaminess to the palate, I guess. Some darker fruit notes I kind of notice up front. There is a toasty, dark brown bread flavor. A little bit of a roast, kind of on the finish. You kind of get this kind of coffee roast that leads to a bitterness. For the style, I would say this one is reaching into the moderate bitterness level. And yeah, it does dry off on the palate too. It leaves you with a dry palate. 8% ABV. That's not detectable at all. That's good. The alcohol is hidden. As far as the foeder coming through, I don't like detect any like woodiness or anything like that out of this. And the aromas or on the flavor, but yeah.
Is there any buzziness? You said there's no woodiness. Is there any buzziness?
Buzziness?
Yeah.
No. All right, let's see how this mixes with the cheese. Let's get a little bit of a thicker slice here. Jesus.
Jesus!
Caesar.
I think I scared me a minute.
Scared me. Oh, Jen.
And the smoke on the cheese is kind of so low that after drinking the beer, I mean, everything just basically gets washed away. I think there's kind of like just a little spike in the bitterness on the beer on the tail end as well. It's not horrible, but nothing really worked that way. Let's try some cheese after the beer.
Cheeses are good.
There's a
Yeah.
Jen and a Jen.
God damn it, Bumpy.
I just had a squeak.
All right.
It is. That's a squeaky cheese.
Squeaky cheese now.
Smoke Gruyere.
Yeah, this is one where you want to eat the cheese because the cheese is lighter flavored than the beer. So eating the cheese afterwards, it's blending in nice because you're left with the flavors of the beer, and then you're getting that nice kind of slight nuttiness, and smoke starts to kind of come through along with that toasted malt and coffee-like type notes from the Doppelbock. So it's working that way. It's good.
Good. That's a good thing.
Nice.
That's 2 weeks in a row, Bumpy. Awesome. You're doing well. Cheers, dude.
Doing it well.
Hell yeah. We got Tanner next.
All right. Lizard King.
Oh.
It's a skeleton guy playing the Lizard King. Pretty cool looking, I will say. All right. The beer. Pretty much no head anymore, but it's got like a nice lacing around the top nose. Candied orange, melon. Mango. It's definitely more citrusy, fruity, and like candy on the nose. Very sweet. A little bit of like for some weird reason reminds you of like Hubba Bubba bubble gum. A little bit of like slight floral grassiness, but it's definitely kind of light on the nose. It's more fruity and vibrant. There's a little bit of like a breadiness there. Sweet malts. Yeah, it's nothing really like jumping out of the glass, but it does have a very sweet, fruity aroma. So let's try it out. Cheers.
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 Bro,
That shit looks good, man.
It's solid. It's definitely more
Yeah.
kind of West Coast vibes without. It's more West Coast vibes without that like heavy caramel malt you usually get with like a West Coast, which I'm kind of liking. Definitely more bitter. There's more of the hops are more noticeable on the palate for sure. As far as like the the bitterness and the floral aspect. Finish is a little dry. There's a little bit of like a tart, acidic finish as well. Grapefruit, orange peel. It's just kind of it's a little lackluster. It's almost like you really don't get much until the finish. Like the upfront initial flavor is kind of flat. Yeah, maybe like a little bit of like pineapple up front. But yeah, it's very odd. Um it's just kind of subpar, but it's not bad. It's decent. It's drinkable, but like I said, it's just not very flavorful up front. The finish is great. I do like the finish. It's super drinkable. It's very crushable for a 6% pale ale. I will give it that. Nice carbonation as well. It's got a good spritzy, say like uh medium going towards high carbonation. Definitely on the lighter side on the body though. If I was basing this off drinkability, it's pretty good. If I was basing it off of like looking for flavor and complexity, it's I don't know. I wouldn't give it a great score. But let's try it with the cheese. Let's try the cheese first. But maybe the cheese will enhance the beer and it'll make a little bit more of that flavor come out. So it looks like a slice of butter, a little hint of butter. Sam,
Little butter.
uh, rips in half. Kind of oily. Yeah, white cheddar, nose. It actually kind of has a good amount of that like cheddar kind of funk. Oh my god, excuse me.
Cool.
Nice, dude.
You're fired.
Yeah, a little salty, milky, creamy. A little bit of like nuttiness. Maybe like a hint of like caramel. Let's go for a taste. Cheeser.
Cheese.
I hope it's delicious.
Fully.
Oh, you messed that up. Please be delicious. It's a dry cheese. It's extra sharp. So it says extra sharp. It's not bad. A little bit of a bite on the back end. Good amount of. It's actually very salty. It's like dry. There's not much of a milky creaminess, but it's a little buttery. Yeah, it's not bad. Nothing to write home about. Just a solid cheddar. I've definitely had some better stuff, but overall, it's decent. Definitely need something to wash it down with, though. So let's get a big chunk. Try it with the beer.
Cheesers.
Cheesers again.
Again.
Chunky ones.
Friggin' choking on it. It's very dry.
That's what she said.
Yeah, with the whistle.
Why did you say that?
Oh, I guess you haven't been there yet.
Cheers, man.
My virgin ears. This cheese is so hard to chew. I ate the cheese and I drank the beer and I'm still chewing on the cheese. So dry. I feel like a dog with peanut butter in his mouth.
That's funny.
It enhanced more of like I guess more of the mango came out. Brought out a weird flavor. Some type of funky aftertaste from the combination of the two. That wasn't too good. I don't know what that was about. That was a little off. Let me try it one more time. Let me try a thinner slice. Oh, this is terrible. This is a terrible reveal.
We don't make slant videos here.
No.
You can blame it on the cheese. I've never seen Land O'Lakes cheese. You do typically, like, you genuinely piqued my interest when I saw that. I'm like, oh,
Usually
Yeah.
find it in the deli.
I don't typically see it in like.
I
Well,
do.
yeah.
What has he
like-
got? He's got butter. What?
No, it doesn't work. It gives it some off, weird, funky flavor at the back on the back end. Initially, up front, it was kind of like enhancing the mango, but once you swallow, it's got some like weird combination. Nah, not for me. This cheese is way too dry to do the beer and then the cheese. So, cheers.
Nice.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers, Tanner. All right, man. Can't win them all. Can't win them all. All right, Miscellaneous.
It's all up to me, huh?
Yeah, that review.
Shit. All right. Well, the fluffiest otter from Sandy Springs, Georgia, Imperial Sweet Milk Stout. I will tell you this: it's didn't leave any lacing. That big, nice, voluptuous head that was on there. Initially, when I opened this, I was getting a little bit more on the coffee side. More roasty malts, coffee. It was a little bit more robust. It's been open for a bit. You still get it. It's lighter. That lactose. Well, they say this has got marshmallow, right? So, what does marshmallow smell like? It's like sugar and vanilla. I get that. There's a good base stout underlying underneath this. It's got a nice roasty robustness to it, even though you're getting that lactose, milk sugar, marshmallow. I don't know if I would say graham cracker so much on the aromas, but yeah, that's enough said about that. Let's drink it. Cheers. Doesn't smell boozy either at 9%.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
It's got a really good mouthfeel to it. It's pretty hefty for a 9%er. Viscous, smooth. I'd say there's a light carbonation to this. You get a little slight prickle on the sides of the tongue. Chocolates. I missed the chocolate already off the head, on the nose. It does have a chocolate aroma, but yeah. Not so much coffee on the aromas and the flavors. It is a sweeter beer. 9% undetectable at all. If you gave this to somebody blind, I would think this is maybe one of your run-of-the-mill, like 6% milk stouts, flavored milk stouts, in my opinion. Pretty hefty balance. There's a slight bitterness, kind of like an earthy, grassy, noble-y type of thing. But other than that, this is a pretty solid product. Yeah, not bad for what it is. I can't remember what I paid for the can. $3 and change. Okay, let's go. Anyways, so yeah, the flagship, Beecher's flagship for your minimum age, handmade craft, extra age. It's funky. This is definitely see crumbles falling off. It's very breakable. It was very brittle to cut. It's not as brittle now that it's been sitting out. Salty, rich, nutty. This smells like similar to some of the cave age cheeses that I've had, like the Mimolette and a few. I can't remember some of the. I've been doing this like almost 4 years, man. It's a lot of cheese.
A lot of cheese. Mimolette's the orange one, right?
Yeah, it looks like a cannonball.
All right. Yep.
Or it's round like a cannonball, but it looks like a cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. And you see that cheese goes with really good stout, milk stout, or it's fucking great. Yeah, very rich, nutty, vibrant. There's a lot of smells coming off of this. Yeah, let's try it out. Cheese.
Cheesers.
Miscellaneous.
Big crunchy bits in here.
Oh wow, nice. That's good.
I could kind of see them in there. Come on, Logitech.
Yeah.
You see where you get them crystallized pieces in there where it's. Oh my god, this cheese is banging.
Dang.
Better be. It's expensive. It takes a while to break down. It almost gets a little pasty. It's been out for a minute. Envelops the palate. Rich, sweet, slightly fruity notes coming with a sharp yet soft aged cheddar vibe. It's not over the top salty. It's not too buttery. This is good, man. Wow. You see this? I'm ecstatic right now. Beer's not bad. Cheese is fantastic. This is kind of what I was going for because I was at the store and my wife read me off what the cheese was, and I'm like, shit, it doesn't actually say what kind of cheese this is. So I just figured sweet stout, probably an aged savory cheddar. So why not? Typically works. Cheese and then beer.
Cheesers. Oh, jam.
I'm only gonna have a little bit.
Yeah.
That shit's rich, dude. Brought the booze out more. Definitely brought out a little bit more of that hoppiness. I'm not going to say it's aggressive by any means. You're definitely getting a more of that, like I said, grassy, noble. There's something in here that's not over the top. It's there. If you get it, you get it. Some people aren't. I'd say I got a little bit more of the graham cracker note too. Nothing super spectacular melding over with the sweet edge of the beer with the umami flavor of the cheese. So yeah, cheese and then beer. Maybe not so much, but we'll try beer and then cheese.
And we gotta cheese this again and again.
And again. And again. And again. Oh gosh. Excuse me.
It made the cheese like more buttery and salty. Kind of, you didn't get any of the flavor crystals because the palate's wet. I don't know. I'm gonna sit and meld on this and have a little bit more, but it's not bad. Man, this cheese is fucking good.
That's all you do.
Must be nice.
Graham.
I like the crystal chunky thing, man. That sounds good, dude.
That was like
Yeah.
the last. That was
It was
like
like big. There was like big bits in there. It's like not so, like where like you get it and you're like, oh, what's that one? You're like, I'm like, God damn.
Yeah.
feel it. It's good that, but it's like air pockets, oxidation. It's not bad. This is a really, really good aged fucking cheese.
They're like little surprises inside.
Oh, the money says it all. So, I mean, pay good money for a cheese, it better be good. And that one sounds like it was fucking good. So
This is good. I would recommend it. I think I've had a couple Beecher's cheese, and I think a couple of us have run across this company. Beecher's.
cool.
But like I said, it's hard to keep track. It's been a long time.
Yeah. Going on 4 years, I think. Yeah. Something like that. Jeez, it was forever.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers. Cheers, Miscellaneous, man. Thank you, man. All right.
I'm going to send you a bill for my life.
All right. So those just did not do. Those who did not see what I brought, it's from Anchorage Brewing Company. Cool can art. It's a 10% triple IPA. Could be actually considered a double IPA, to be honest. But the Shield Maiden, and it's 3.5 months old, but it's not oxidated, not bad smelling. We don't have tea. Everything smells really good. The one thing I'm getting is old pineapple, like out of the can. Not old pineapple, but out of the can pineapple, like that's been sitting in the juice. Like you get that, like right when you open up a can of like slices, pineapple slices. Oh, boy. That smells really good. It's got a little floral kind of soapy kick to it. I know it sounds off-putting, the soap, but it does have kind of that soapiness or something. A lot of these beers from Anchorage have that soapy thing. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe it could be anything, but probably the hops. It's not the water, I don't think. Lime, you get a little orange. Pineapple's the bigger one. Definitely tropical in that sense. Slight bready, maybe a slight pine in the back end, but really tropical and fruit bomby, real juice bomb. God, it's like pointy with the pineapple, like lime pineapple. Yeah. Hell yeah, that's what it is. Fuck yeah. All right, opaque beer, can't see through it. Looks like orange juice or like kind of a mango juice or something like that. We saw it already, but just wanted to point out that stuff. Kind of a medium rising bubble. Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Cheers.
We are not oxidized. We are good to go. Damn. That's good, though. That's a good thing. Usually they start to bend over.
They keep it cold up there, man.
Oh, yeah. And the guy that I go through, he keeps his shit cold, like right away. He's like, right away putting that shit in the cooler when he gets it. So, and that's one thing he's like, yeah. All these other guys, they probably let him sit out a while or whatever. But yeah, like that guy just fucking stocks it in his coolers immediately and sells them quick too. He's like got a lot of people going in and out of there. But very good. The body is I'd say a medium. It's medium body. The mouthfeel is actually kind of zesty with somewhat of a softness, but more on the zesty kind of zesty level. Low carbonation though. It's got a sweet pineapple-y, like the aromas, like that pineapple juice. But then you're like I was also saying with the soapy, a little bit of slight soapy kind of floral thing going on. Right when it hits the tongue, it's zesty, like acidic, very acidic on the tongue, pineapple juicy acidic. And you're getting a bready in the finish. It's kind of a dry bready. You don't get any alcohol whatsoever. It tastes like a 7% beer. It's totally hidden. Like I get maybe a little spice, a little white pepper or something like that. Little kind of a peppery zing, or it's not green by no means, but it's really good. It's really good. Get Anchorage. Check them out if you can get them. Seriously, these guys do well. Otherwise, I'll have to send you guys some. So cheese curd. They are dill pickle cheese curd, cheddar cheese curds.
That shit sounds great.
Dill, big time dill, of course. Dill, whatever you call that, seasoning, spice, whatever. What is that? Is that a spice? Dill's a spice. Yeah,
Yeah, Dill's spice.
Dill's a spice. Um, Breaks really nice, kind of hard, and we all know what curds are like. So, kind of hard though, dense, and they break real nice. Kind of not crumbly or anything. Kind of like that of string cheese or something, but a little harder, a little denser. Whoop. Milky. You get the milky cheese cheddar kind of thing. Kind of a salty dill spice. There we go. Dill and yeah, a little salty, a little salinity. Uh, Boy, that smells good. All right, let's eat it.
Peter.
These are
Cheesy.
tastes like a pickle with some cheddar
Cheesy.
cheese. Like literally, you ate a pickle and had some cheddar cheese. It's
And then
super good.
And then you just ate it.
And then you eat it. There's a little bit of umami kick in there. Or no, it tastes like, you know what it tastes like is tuna mixed up with like the mayonnaise, mustard, whatever you do with your tuna to make a tuna fish sandwich. You get like that tuna kind of bite, tuna meat, and then you get like a little bit of like a mustard kind of vibe going on. That dill comes through, the saltiness. It's not sweet cheese or anything by no means. Very milky and nice and cheddary. I didn't get a squeak. Let me see. Whoa, that's a big one, man. Yeah, a little squeaky. Yeah, it's very dense though. Whoa, it's very dense and just kind of easy to bite into. Boy, that tuna. Why is that tuna coming through? That's weird. I get tuna. All right, let's have the cheese before the beer. After I just bit my lip, that hurt.
Lippers.
Yeah.
Biters.
That's why cheese tastes like pennies.
Mixes well with that floral that I was getting. The pineapple kind of overrides the dill, but you still get a little dill on the side. The saltiness mixes really well with the IPA, with the bitter. It's not really bitter though. It's more of a like a New England style, so it's a little more sweeter. It's got a sweeter, kind of softer touch to the beer. I almost wish I would have had a Westie with this, to be honest. A little lighter, a little cleaner beer, something cleaner. This has a little too much going on, a little too thick. Maybe a little lighter one, or a 7% New England, or something like that, or a 6% even, or something like that. Yeah. Let me see. Let me try it again. Tuna. What the fuck? I swear to God, it's like I'm eating a tuna fish sandwich. All right. Onion. Getting onion now. And chives. The sweet pineapple mixes really well with the dill and the floral. That's really nice. That's pretty good. It's nothing really to be thirst quenching. It's not a cheese that you need to like drink something to kind of, get the salt out or anything. It's kind of like you just want to keep eating the cheese, but it's nice to have a beer on the side. And this kind of works well with it. I just wish it was, like I said, a Westie would be better, I think. But yeah, still two very good products, and I'm very happy with them both. So just didn't mix as great as I wish they would have. So, all right, cool. Let's get back to Bumpy for his last thoughts.
Cheers, Brewman.
Last thoughts on the cheese. Good cheese. It worked well. The smokes well. Like I said, the biggest gripe was just kind of the finish with the smoke. Sometimes there's just a kind of, I can't really describe it. So it's just a bitey sensation that's smoky, kind of a little off-putting, just on the tail end of the flavor. But overall, I think the cheese was good. The amount of smoke was appropriate for the cheese flavor itself. I did eat some of the inside of the cheese that didn't have any of the smoke, so I got more of the Gruyere. It does have like a slight similarity to cheddar a little bit. It does have a little bit of that kind of funkiness. I'm going to give it a 43 out of 50. It's going to be very good. And for the beer, kind of same thing, just little gripes here and there, like the bitterness just being a bit higher than maybe I'd like it. But great mouthfeel on the beer. A bit more roasty toasty than I'd probably be expecting as well from most standard Doppelbocks that you might find out of Germany. I think they're typically seem to be a little bit more fruit forward. Also, for me, just missing a bit of the kind of, I was expecting some more woody tones. No comment, Tanner. Okay. I'm going to give the beer a 44 out of 50, which Lena is very good. So a 43 for the cheese, 44 for the beer. And as far as the pairing went, it worked all right. I mean, it was best to eat the cheese after the beer. So I think that there's definitely a better pairing out there for this cheese than this Doppelbock anyways.
Nice.
So, cheers.
Cool. Two very good scores.
Hello, Spark.
Awesome. Cheers, Bumpy. Good on. And welcome in, Sparkle.
Hi.
Oh,
You
no,
know, I saw the
Let's go to Sparkle real quick.
and I went out and I got some cheese in my fridge, and I had already picked out the New Belgian triple. Whoops. There you
Oh,
go.
nice. That's a good one.
I'd not tried it before, and I have to say, because I did pour it already and tasted it, my first sniff was perfume, and it really bothered me. And I thought, oh my God, what is this going to be? And it has some really high floral note, but it was more of a spice note, coriander, dill, little onion, but extremely strong.
So PC issues, boys.
And when I tasted it, it was very perfumey. It stayed on the tongue. It got sweet, which was nice. Doesn't seem to have a lot of hops in the after flavor, but I thought I would combine it with some Vermont sharp cheddar, and because I was hoping it would bring that taste down a little bit, and actually it did. I took some of the cheese beforehand, and then I took a sip. It softened out that flowery taste and actually made it sweeter. Even though it's a good sharp cheddar, which I love by itself, and the cheddar has the very rich, creamy, some tiny bit of onion, some dill. That's, and maybe, a little onion, but putting it with this beer, I think that's the only way I would drink this beer. I wasn't a real fan, and even though it had been sitting in my glass for a few minutes, The first thing I think of is my grandmother's perfume. And there might be a little lavender in there, but it's more about the spices, the drier spices, the dill, the coriander, and that leaves a little sweetness on the tongue. So I would definitely not drink it by itself. I would go ahead and I would either use a sharp cheddar, perhaps a cheese ball that is primarily a sharp cheddar with some blue cheese. I think that would be really good with it. It would kind of balance that flowery, perfumey bit. And I think that's what you would need. I'm new to the beer, so this is like a taste I have not had before. This is so different from any of the beers I've tried, and I don't think I would do it again. I'd probably put it at a 25 out of 50. I'm not real big on it.
Right on. Cool. All right, Sparkle, that was great. I mean, the mix could probably be better. But good. You did a great review. Awesome. Thanks for being here, man. All right. Well, we'll start back up with Tanner here. Just wanted to get you up there. Thanks for popping in.
All right. Yeah, cheers, Sparkle. I'm going to go for another bite with cheese. It's for the amount of dry and pasty aspect there is to the texture, the flavor kind of falls a little flat with the cheese. It's got a good, like, salty aftertaste, but it's not something that I would be like, oh, I gotta pull this out and just have pieces of cheese. Probably better use for this would be like melting on a burger or something. But yeah, it's just so dry. And then go. so, so for sure for the cheese, I give it like a definitely like C range, 78, something around there. Definitely not. It's not something you want to just have slices of. The beer. I think, to be honest with you, I think they spent more time with the can art than they did the actual beer. It's just very like lackluster. As far as drinkability, this is definitely something that you could drink a 4-pack of easily. So there's nothing offensive, and it's super drinkable for a 6%. I mean, you could probably get these down as fast as you would like a regular lager or something. But yeah, it's just so subdued as far as flavor. You get a little bit of that bitterness and a little bit of that like kind of candied orange, but up front is just kind of muted, and it's just not really a beer that you would want to sit here and nitpick, because you probably would be disappointed if you did. But like I said, overall drinkability, very good. Yeah, this is my second beer by Pipeworks I wasn't really too fond of. I had something else by them the other day, or like maybe like a week or two ago. I don't know. I know you've had some beers by these guys that you enjoyed, right, Bumpy? I think. Yes.
What was the brewery again?
Pipeworks?
No, I've never had Pipeworks.
Oh, I thought you did. Maybe it's something else.
No, we got Pipe Dream, and it's
okay.
Not too dreamy.
Alex.
It's a pipe.
Well, I see a common theme here. Pipe, whatever. The beer, as far as I'm gonna go B range because of the drinkability, but still like B minus. I'd say like 82. It's just very, and that's kind of being generous. Because yeah, it's just very light and not much flavor. As far as the pairing, I'm not even gonna give it a number. I'm just gonna say it didn't work. Um, the cheese, uh, like I said, had that really big astringency with the cheese, and for some weird reason, when you combined it with the beer, it kind of gave like this minerally. Because I was thinking about it afterwards, kind of gave it like this minerally, kind of like weird. I don't want to say metallic, but almost kind of like minerally, kind of like metallic-y vibe. Um, Kind of like you would get with like a bad, like because I've tried a bunch of different malt liquors and 40 ounces and stuff, and some of those beers have that like really off minerally metallic like note, and it kind of brought that out of this beer, which was very odd. So yeah, for the didn't work for the pairing. Um, I don't know. Both of these products weren't really the best, but you win and you lose some. So cheers, guys.
All right.
Cheers, Tanner.
Cheers, Tanner, man.
Cheers,
Thank you.
man.
All right.
Cheers, Tyler.
Thanks,
Tyler.
Tyler.
John.
Good guy.
Good job.
Thanks, lady.
All right. So I guess we'll start with the beer. Pontoon Brewing Company, Sandy Springs, Georgia. The Fluffiest Otter Imperial Sweet Stout with, what does it say, chocolate, graham cracker, lactose, and marshmallow. This is pretty good. I mean, I think it's a little bit heavy on the sweet side. I wouldn't say that it's cloying, but you're getting a lot of that milk sugar. As robust as this beer smells, with the little vanilla kick, like it's almost like Founder's like oatmeal stout with like just a vanilla kick on it, and it's got some more booze to it, but you don't pick that up. It's a very very good beer. One of the better. I'm not a big. I try them from time to time, but I'm not a big milk stout guy. They're usually in the 6% range, lower ABV. Honestly, bought this just because Bumpy got it in a beer mail, and I was like, oh, I want to try that beer one day. And we got distro finally. So, and I'm talking about he got this years ago from John.
Yeah, I think it was near Halloween a few
By
years back.
any chance do you enjoy milk steaks?
What's that?
Let's moving on.
Okay, I missed something.
I did too. I guess I don't know. Tanner lost his fucking mind or something.
Bumpy got it.
Sorry.
I understand he lost his fucking mind.
Yeah, I don't know, man. This is a tough one to score. I'd say it's in the 90s, but it's not going to totally blow your freaking socks off. I'm probably going to stick it at like a 91, which is better, way better than average for me on the milk stout level. I mean, because I don't pick them up anymore when they're low ABV. I honestly don't. I've been burnt so many times by that style. But wasn't a bad roll of dice for the price of the can. Shut up, Sam.
Okay.
Kiss
Milk
my-
steak.
And then for the cheese, the Beechers, 4 years plus aged, flagship handmade extra aged cheese. That shit's fantastic. Like, can go on any charcuterie board. I highly recommend that. I'll give that a 99. Very, very, very good cheese. It's spendy, but it's worth it. The pairing, though, I will say the beer. I had the cheese and then I had the beer. Typically, when you have the beer doesn't overtake the cheese when you have something as robust that I had for cheese, but it kind of did. It ran it over, and I noticed I'd had the beer and then the cheese that brought out a little bit more. Or no, cheese. No, fuck, god damn do this shit.
Me too.
I get fucking confused.
I know.
Goddamn devil's lettuce. But no, I had the cheese and then I drank the beer, and it didn't do much. I had the beer and then drank the cheese. It brought a lot more of the alcohol vibe out. Like I said, definitely could taste the alcohol. Got more of, like I said, that hoppy, noble, grassy type of hop. Later on, I did try the cheese and then the beer, and it brought out a big smoky note out of the beer, which I didn't mind. Nice roasty kiln malts, but it brought the alcohol was nuts, almost on like that rubbing alcohol vodka, like grain spirit alcohol note.
Mm.
But that was only at a subtle time. I don't get that drinking the beer alone. Stout, they transition through their warmth. Overall, it wasn't the best cheddar stout pairing. I guess maybe just too many adjuncts going in with that. Could have probably got something simpler, but I'm glad I picked this instead of that peanut butter trash I had last night. So, not bad. This is a ho hum, so we'll stick it at what? Stick it at 80. This could the aged cheddars and stouts work. Each beer is always different, but that I highly recommend that cheese.
Cool.
Makes Kerrygold. They're I don't know, man. You gotta, if you see it, pick it up. It's worth it. Hands down. Cheers.
Awesome. Cheers, Miscellaneous. All right, man.
Cheers, bro.
So Sparkle, what were you saying about your? Let me. I'm sorry. There you go. What were you saying about your score again? What did you score that
Well,
out?
the beer basically, I was only scoring at about 50 because I wasn't crazy about the flavor.
Right.
It hung on there and it got very sweet on the tongue, which is fine, and that's from the flowery notes, I think. Now, when I did put it with the Vermont sharp cheddar, that did calm that down and it blended it all kind of nicely. I would have preferred a New York cheddar, which is more bitey. The Vermont isn't bitey enough, even though it's called extra sharp. Having grown up in New York, I got used to the New York cheddar, sharp cheddars that were very, very, very strong, very bitey. I would like to try that with this, but on the most part, I would probably use this beer like to cook a chicken.
Yes,
And
definitely.
and then maybe do it in like a casserole with some of the extra sharp cheddar.
Yeah.
And I think that would be really good. It would bring out those herbal notes. Um, it has a very weird, maybe aftertaste of overchewed bubble gum. And yeah, it's that little bit of sweetness that's left with those little tiny fruity flavors. But I definitely wouldn't call it a fruity beer. I mean, at least not in my limited experience, I wouldn't call it that. So I'm
Right.
still going to put that beer at like a 50% and just reserve it for cooking. But the cheese is great, by itself. It did enhance it. It did calm it down a little bit, and that was a good thing.
Good. Yeah, those are where the tripels are like any Belgian styles a little funkier. You get a little bit of a funkier bite to them. It's something to kind of adjust your palate to. I'm still not used to them. I don't drink enough of them to like really dig them. But yeah, I know where you're going with that though. I do like that Tripel from New Belgium though. It's not bad. It's not terrible, but in my opinion. But I've had better ones.
Me too. Me too.
So
I
yeah,
agree.
cool. All right, thanks, Sparkle.
Mhm.
Cheers. All right. Well,
Get that pounding good shut up.
Oh shit! My keyboard almost flew in my face. This beer
Spring
is
loaded.
it's spring loaded. This beer is absolutely phenomenal, even 4 months later. So I couldn't argue with that at all. I mean, I really like the pineapple. I thought the body, the mouthfeel, the finish, it all really kind of was perfect. Um, I love these guys a lot. Like everything I've gotten from them has been just excellent, and in my opinion, um, yeah. So they have a different a feel to them that from what some of the beers I've heard from you guys, like even like Hot Butcher or like La 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 La. It's different. Not just Hot Butcher, but trying to think of other ones that you guys have
I got an
used.
oatmeal stout coming from Anchorage in
Heck,
one of my
wow.
boxes that I got coming up.
Oh, that's cool as fuck, dude. That's cool. I'd like to try
And now they
that.
got the IPAs and they make the stouts, but they make the barrel aged stouts and they're god awful fucking
Oh,
expensive.
well, this
That's a
this
good
one
product.
not bad. I would probably consider it more of a double than a triple, but that's up to the brewer to say. It had a very nice feel to it all around, and the fact that it lasted as long as it did in the can without having any oxidation, I thought that was great. So I'm gonna give this I'm gonna give it a 95 out of 100 for sure. Like
Wow.
it's very good. The cheese curds with the dill were absolutely amazing. I couldn't stop eating them. I had to put them in my cooler. Um, I'm hungry too. I just got off work and I need to eat. But those were good. And that tuna is just like kind of an, I guess if you could say umami because it's a tuna meaty kind of thing. But it did have that meatiness, and but the dill spice was very nice in that. I really like the cheddar. Nice salt, nice, very low salinity, not super crazy, easy to eat, and actually not bad to chew down. It wasn't like it was kind of squeaky a little bit, but not as squeaky as I've had some curds are like really squeaky. But
So was
this
it
one was
fishy? Was it
a little
fishy?
fishy. Yeah, a little fishy. Fishy meat with that herbal kind of dill, and then you get like the milk, the cow milky kind of milkiness coming in through that. The saltiness is very low. Just a very good cheese curd. I was very impressed with it. So I'm gonna give it a 90s. I'll give it a 97 out of 100. Man, they were
Wow.
good. So the mix now, the mix was not as good. The mix is more of like an 89 out of 100 because the only reason why is because the beer kind of overtook the cheese. It didn't really. It's like all of a sudden I just started tasting pineapple, over the cheese even, and it was like
Mhm.
I didn't get that the meatiness, the dill, and I didn't get the salt. I didn't get everything I was mentioning with the curds anymore. It was just like all beer, and then I mixed. I had beer before cheese, or now see I'm getting confused. I had beer before cheese, and it just made me want to have more beer. So I was like a lighter 6% West Coast IPA would be really nice with this, or a pale ale, like a nice Westy pale or American pale. Um, Fucking would be perfect, I think, with this. So I'll have to try that out, but afterwards, I think I have a Sierra Nevada pale in my cooler here, so I'll try that out. But the mix, I'll give it about an 89 for sure. So all right,
Cool.
well. Cheers to you guys. Let's go ahead and open up the panel. Let's get some shout outs going, man. Let me move you guys around. I'm going to put, since Sparkle came in, there we go. We'll do that. So go for it, guys.
Okay. Yeah, live stream on Monday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern is the start of the show on my channel, Bumpy Road Brews. Show is called New Brew. Just bring a beer that you've never had before to join up on panel. Like to shout out. I think if you scroll around, you might see him in the chat there. You got Josh from Last Beer. usually does a Sunday show. I don't think he's doing one this Sunday because his boys are in the Super Bowl, the Eagles. So, but typically he'll do a Sunday show, usually starting around 8 p.m. Eastern time as well, called Beer Bowl Discussions.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Fun times.
that's that. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers, Bumpy.
Cheers.
Cheers, Bubby. All right. Tomorrow, Potbelly Pub live 9 p.m. Eastern time, but it's gonna be beer brawls. So bring 2 beers that are somewhat similar and compare them. If you want. Other than that, it's pretty much just hang out. Hang out, pub style live. But yeah, so I mean, you could bring 2 beers of the same style. You could bring 2 beers that are somewhat similar in characteristics or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, that's tomorrow at 9 Eastern time. And then I'll be dropping some videos. I got tomorrow and Thursday off, so we'll be putting out a few videos. I have a good amount that I need to just edit and upload. So I'm just trying to get through those. Look out for those beer reviews, and maybe I'll review something else other than a beer review. Drop that coming up shortly. Yeah, probably need to get on top of that. But yeah, other than that, shout outs from me. Check out KY Brew Review, a group of friends from Kentucky. They pretty much review all types of adult beverages like I do. And also, shout out to Jean H. Pierre, Beverage Ramble.
Happy
And,
birthday.
go check him out.
Oh, happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Yeah, I think that was maybe like a week ago. But yeah,
Oh.
cheers.
It's not my birthday.
Cheers, East Coast.
That was a good time. Anyways, I guess yeah, I'll shout the people out first. Shit, how about that? Give a shout out to Leprechaun TV. Go check him out. Hot Seat has moved to Sundays at 5. Barbecue interviews, recipe swaps, restaurant stories. Good community over there. Holy hell.
I saw that.
That was the tiniest little bug too. That was crazy.
Orb. I thought it was a spiritual orb.
Who else are we gonna shout out? God damn it! I was just thinking about him. Shout out to the Eclectic Beard. He showed up in I was hanging out live somewhere, and he showed up in the chat, and we got to catch up, shoot the shit for a bit. Go check him out. I mean, there's a lot of us smaller guys that need more help, but it was good to catch up and have a good conversation with him. Other than that, all the UK guys, everybody knows the gang, the people we roll with. It's not a gang. Our beer tube community. But yeah, other than that, shout outs for me. 8 o'clock Thursday night beer session will be me and Alex, the beer master. It's set in stone. You guys got the guest. That's going to be the guy. We're going to have 2 products, drink them over about, 2 products a piece and have them for about an hour. And yeah, that'll be that. And then I guess later on after that, Alex will go live again. At Alex and Friends.
Cool.
Right on.
I would
busy schedule, man.
All set for sure. Chadeo has some beer reviews, but along with Thresh Life, who have done some beer building, as I call it, from start to finish. And there's some great videos to check out, so you can kind of watch where it all starts and where it all ends. And those are the only other 2. Certainly Alex, Beermaster, and all of you on the panel.
Right on. Awesome.
I try.
Thank you for being here. It's always good having you here. If Angie wants to show up too, you can come in, Angie. Have a beer with us. And some cheese.
She loves cheese.
It's
And
good to have.
she's not drinking alcohol, but I have told her about the Heineken um, that is the no alcohol, and it's really good. It's one of the best no alcohol beers out there. If she I told her, I said, you know what? There aren't, to my knowledge, people that are reviewing
I've had a few and
non-alcoholic
they're
beers,
fucking terrible.
and
Even the ones they said that were good.
that could be fun.
Sparkle had her hopes up with that one, and then he ruined it.
I'm sorry.
She really liked Heineken, damn it, or not NA. Okay, yeah.
Mannequin.
Yeah.
Oh, she says, actually, I am drinking. Okay, never mind. Okay, that's
Yesterday,
Oh.
tasted it pretty good.
Well, yeah, beer and cheese Tuesday next week. Same thing as always. So we'll just keep doing this. I like it. It's fun. You guys seem to like it, and it's always a good time. So, Sammy will probably be doing a chocolate stream and beer.
Whoa.
Actually sounds pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah, I tried to do the jerky and beer, and that was just too expensive.
It's expensive and not a lot on the market.
Yeah, yeah. So, sorry about that, Sammy. Yeah, so Wednesday will be our next, our third. Sorry, I'm trying to do 5,000 things at once. I'm gonna stop that. You guys chat away. Wednesday will be our the third Styles Gone Wild, and it should be fun. We're gonna go ahead and bring back up the Beersmith app and discuss a beer style that our wheel turns on, and get an adjective out there to throw in to throw us all off, and see if we can figure out how to make a brew out of the adjective that's added to the bunch.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, so we'll have some good times, good fun. 6 o'clock Eastern for that, 3 o'clock my time.
It was great. Last week we had to make a cloudy clear beer.
Yeah.
Oh, that
What
sounds
was it?
like
A
an
cloudy?
oxymoron
It was.
Yeah, it was like the clarity was supposed to be. I can't.
It was the cloudy English bitter.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. English bitter. Okay.
Or extra.
But yeah, so I'll also be brewing. I'm trying to throw up more beer reviews. I haven't had time with work and all that shit. But it always gets in the way, doesn't it? But I got to get some beer reviews out there and all that. But I am gonna brew some beer though on Thursday morning. I'm gonna try and get everything ready Wednesday so I can actually do this in the morning instead of 3 at night in the afternoon. So yeah, we'll try and get a morning brew going. I'm gonna be doing a robust porter for my wife. She likes the darker beers, so we'll get that going. Cool. And hopefully that works out. And the stout's actually doing really well right now. I've got that soaked with oak chips for about a month. So we'll in about a month we'll throw in the rest of the adjuncts and keg it up and cold crash it a bit and then can it up and send it out. So should be good, I hope.
Sounds great.
But yeah. And it's only been it's a 9%. I wanted a 10%. That's okay. Efficiency was a little off, but Blue Ice. Cheers to you. That's a guy you guys got to watch. He's a cool dude. He just kind of shoots the shit and talks about a beer and talks about his life, and just a real cool guy. He was here earlier, maybe here still. I don't know. Beer Hounds Beer Reviews is the other one. He just did the hustle that I just did from Fremont Brewing out of Seattle. It was a double IPA, so go check out that review. He also plays he has an Ibanez guitar. He plays a hell of a guitar. So yeah, check out that dude. He's from Southern California, where I'm from. So yeah, so good stuff. I'm going to turn this damn thing off. But no, thanks guys for being here. I appreciate the panel. Appreciate Sparkle coming up last minute too.
Thanks for Thanks for letting me come up.
Definitely, definitely. You're always welcome. Anyone's welcome too, by the way. And Angie's here. Hello, Angie.
There she is, my girl.
Hey guys, how are you?
Hello.
Good.
Cheers.
So, what do
Cheers.
you got to say about beer, dear?
Oh no, you're getting ready to end the stream. It's all right.
Oh, it's all right. You can hang out with. Do you have cheese too, or no? Just what are you drinking?
All I have is
Sliced American.
Oh, okay.
sad sandwich
Sandwich
slices. Yeah, I
Sandwich.
don't even think they're craft, so I'm not even gonna embarrass you guys and bring that up here.
It's all right. It's all right.
I don't know. I'm drinking Snake Dog IPA. It's a
Cool.
little bitter, but not too bad. 7.1%.
I'm glad you're drinking some beers. 7-1, not bad. That's a cool number right there. Cool. Well, welcome in.
Thanks. Thank you.
Yeah, anytime. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and wrap this up. But thanks to the panel here. We got Bumpy Road Brews. Cheers to you. Cheers to everyone.
Cheers.
East Coast LP Reviews. Miscellaneous Brew Reviews. A lot of brewery reviews kind of thing names.
Say
Sparkle, like
beer
Sparkle.
reviews.
Yeah, and Andy, with what's your full channel name? Tell us your full channel name. Tell everyone your channel name.
It's Angie's Fluid Art.
Angie's Fluid Art. That's
And
right.
then I also have Angie's Journey. That's just where I play music and have dance parties and, because
Awesome.
it's not monetized. So, yeah.
Cool.
But that's the main one, Angie's Fluid Art. Thank you.
Yeah. But thank you guys. Thank you guys and gals for being here today for this awesome beer and cheese hour and a half-ish. And cheers to the awesome chatters over on the right side of us. Thank you guys for being here and showing your support. We really appreciate you. I'm not going to name all you guys off, but we really love you, and we really appreciate you. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to everyone on the panel here, including myself, for fuck's sake. No, I'm just kidding. Turtle Man.
I'm shouting out Beer Man. Can I do a shout out real quick?
Of course.
I'm shouting out Beer Man because
All right.
you are just you're so kind and pleasant and connecting everybody together from all the beer, the different beer communities, and you're kind of like the hub, of everybody, and you keep it moving, and I think that's really cool. And Art by Sparkle, of course, because I learned everything I know from her.
Scary.
And everybody else on the panel and in the chat. You guys rock. That's it.
Cool. Thank you so much for the kind words. Awesome.
Thank you.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and bounce out of here. Let me get everything right here.
Nothing's ever right.
Oh, I got to get a beer. Hold on. Shoot.
Man,
I can't do my
I need to get another beer. That's too bitter.
Dang. Too bitter. Wow.
You could whole pack of IPAs. Good luck.
No, it was a variety pack. So there were.
Well, you guys have a good night, day, wherever you're from in this beautiful world, but not after one more sip, please.
Cheerios.
Oops.
Cheers.
Oh, a little bit of drop.
Just a drop, and it still tastes like perfume.
Get the cheese out.
No, we're back.